Yes, people. How are we all doing? Welcome to delayed, but finally here, my Chelsea versus Liverpool preview. Um, Based on the news that we've had today and the murmurings around social media and everything, I am absolutely dreading what we're going to see tonight. We are not in good form anyway, and my manager is looking to bench our best attacker. I don't know about that one, Chief. But look, let's just get into it. Let's just get straight into it. Big ups yourself, Ryan. I feel we'll win tonight, to be honest, but it won't be pretty. Doubt we win. I really doubt we win. Benching Salah, what the hell? I keep telling you and Hassam, let my clubs buy on Newcastle buy him and save him from flop. I have no explanation for why he's benched Salah. I really don't. I really don't. Good luck, by the way. Big game for you on the right wing tonight. I don't even think Ben Doug's there. I think he's still under 21 football. I'm so glad that Bellingham is a red. It's not done yet. It's Darwin Day. I'm excited. What a time to see. I get benching Robertson and Trent. They've been shocking. Van Dijk has been poor, but the bench options are crap. But benching Salah, criminal charges needed. It's the fact he's benching Salah, but Henderson and Fabinho are still playing. Like, I'll show you what I would do. Obviously, I'll get to that in a little bit. What my starting 11 would have been. And I'll tell you right now, Jordan Henderson wouldn't have been in it. But, he had a good game, apparently, on Saturday. Good game. Because we were watching different games. That's why. My manager clearly watched a different game than what I and most others watched because he didn't have a good game. But anyway, look. If you're new around the 8 not already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Turn the notification bell on. Get the stream out there. It's not going to be a long one because the game's at 8. I've got stuff to do at like 6:30. But I've got to get a preview out there for you. Chelsea don't have a manager. They've got Bruno. Let me find the second name. I always called him Bruno Solto, but I don't think that's his name. So it is his name, Bruno Solto. Yep, Bruno Solto. So that's who is currently managing them, Bruno Solto. Never picked the team before. So, we're going to be a little charity team and give him his first ever win as a manager. Just as you do. Apparently, he's playing Aubameyang, who ain't touched the pitch in months. Hasn't even been in squad for ages. So, Aubameyang scoring. And Mason Mount, if he's involved in the matchday squad, he'll probably get a goal. Is this last night's show? I delayed it last night so I could do did I end up going on someone else's? I can't remember. I can't remember. I think I delayed it so I could watch the end of the Everton game. And then I was going on stream with Hassam, so it couldn't happen then. Then I set it at 4 o'clock today, and then I didn't get back home quick enough. So now it's at 6. Probably see a formation change today, too little too late. Preview for Chelsea vs Liverpool, that is what this is. It is Bruno Solskjaer is his name. Flop most overrated manager in Premier League history. Well, Arsene Wenger might take that one, but he's certainly not covering himself in glory at the minute. And Aubameyang isn't playing. I thought he was. I thought I saw on Twitter that he was. Let me double check. Might be a fake account that I accidentally thought was real. I don't really follow all that many Chelsea accounts because I don't really give that much of a fuck about them. But hey hum, let's have a little look and go for Aubameyang. There we go. According to, is this an actual account or not? It's not really an actual account. Okay. So Aubameyang isn't playing. He might be part of the squad. So hey ho. I can't lie. There's a part of me that thinks Curtis Jones should play. I'm not even joking. The thing is, when we look at who should be playing in the midfield, you've got Naby Keita. I'm not saying he should play. I'm going by options right now. Naby Keita, Oxlade-Chamberlain, James Milner, Curtis Jones. They're the only ones that haven't been crap recently. So when I then look at that, Ox, Milner, and Keita are leaving in 3 months. So why would I continue to play them and let their stock rise when we're not going to get anything? At the end of the day, this season is a write-off as is. I would sooner play Curtis Jones to because he's got a long-term contract here. So we can either boost his value or he actually starts to kick on and develop. Either way, I'd much rather play players who have a not long-term future, but more relevance to the future of the football club than an Ox or a Milner who are going to be gone in 3 months. So there's no point. As an neutral, I thought it was crazy that you guys want to Klopp out, but sorry, he's the reason you're in this mess. Criminal charge. He's one of the reasons. He's not. Is he the main reason? Probably not. But he's one of the reasons, and people need to understand that. I did the Sam show. I did. I've just remembered now. All good. All good. I saw that I won't be in the squad tonight. Cases injured. I don't know. I've really not paid much attention to Liverpool recently. I like it. It's very hard to get myself excited for this club when they're doing stuff like benching Salah, when they're doing stuff like holding forward to City. It's very hard. But I think we're going to see a change of formation. I do think we're going to see a change of system. Is it the right time? Probably not, because I would have done it earlier. You know that saying too little too late? I think there's a real worry of that, but there's also a real worry of we've just done 3 months straight of 4-3-3 with Gakpo playing in the false nine, Nunes on the left, that midfield three, the way our fullbacks are set. We've done 3 months of that now. Why are we then going to change it up once again to a system that players haven't played and expect it to work straight away? I just don't see it happening. If he was going to make the change, he had to make the change earlier. Now we've got, 9 games to go? I haven't looked at the table recently. 8, 9, 10 games to go. It will take a couple of games for this system to gel. By that point, the slimmest of hopes of top 4 will have been squashed. So then there's no point in the system change. I just think it's too little too late. Too little too late. Well, I don't really care about personnel. I want to see Joss just keep his spot because I thought he was quite good. I want to see Nunes come back in. Beyond that, I don't really care. I don't really care. Can you, like, I'm not bothered about today. Like, I'll be annoyed if we lose, and I'll watch the game, and I'll be annoyed with some of the stuff that happens, but going into it, I've never felt so, like, for fuck's sake. Like, I'm just sitting there going, Liverpool play? I can't be bothered. Like, it's almost like it's a chore to go out my way to watch it, which is annoying. And it's actually quite sad considering how much in the past 5 years under Klopp I've looked forward to watching us play football. Even when we were crap, I still looked forward to watching us play football. Right now, I don't. Right now, I really, really don't. German Doc Rivers best not lose. That is an elite basketball reference. An elite basketball reference. I rate it. I can't lie. I'm getting on board the Jabi Alonso train. You know. All I will say is my manager talent ID is elite. Amarim, Alonso, both of them have had blinder seasons. I was on Tuchel. He went to Bayern. He smashed it already at Bayern, beating Dortmund 4-2 first game. I know my managers. Arthur Mello, we might as well just play him. He can't do any worse than the others. I do not want that man touching the pitch after that shit show he done with Pep Guardiola on Saturday. I want his loan terminated, to be quite frank. Big ups yourself, Ravi. Midfield 3. Who am I going to go for with my midfield 3? Well, I'll show you because I'm not going for a midfield 3, actually. My midfield 3. What I think he will do is Henderson, Fabinho, Milner. What I would do involves only one of those players. Do you miss Carvalho playing? No, because he didn't exactly play much beforehand, but I think the idea of him, the idea of a 10 is what we need. But for some reason, Klopp doesn't play him. Milner loose touch, yellow card, bingo, 32nd minute. Alonso is very tactically flexible, had a great footballing education playing under Pep, Ancelotti and Mourinho, 3 of the GOAT managers. I agree. And that's the thing. He was such an intelligent player as well. That will add on to it. Jabi Alonso's going to go to the top. I've never been more confident. I was never confident on Gerrard going the top. I'm confident on Jabi because you can see that he's able to handle these occasions. You can see that he's able to manage these players. You can see the quality he's got. So I'm confident on Jabi in the way I wasn't with Gerrard. And for him to make this step up, Alonso, from Sociedad's B team to Leverkusen and not look out of place, that's a massive thing. When Gerrard looked out of place, when Lampard looked out of place, when Pirlo looked out of place, Jabi hasn't. And that's the big thing. Arthur is a Barca boy, allow him. That's fine. I'm a Liverpool boy. If I was on the Manchester City bench and Liverpool equalised against me and Jurgen Klopp offered to shake my hand, I wouldn't shake it. Fuck that. I'm part of Liverpool. So I represent Liverpool, and I'm sick and tired of being the fucking nice team where we're all, oh, shake hands, oh, hugs. No, get a bit of bite behind you, get a bit of fight. We need that now. We need that nasty side because we've had niceness too much. We need a nasty, dirty side. That's what we need. Tom, you look like Nico Williams today. It's better than Bendo. Big ups yourself, KVJ. I can't lie, this Mount thing has stressed me out. It cannot happen. It'll be horrible. Look, I've had a weird thing with Mason Mount. Is he my first choice? No. Would he be who I would want to buy? No. But if I have to stomach Mason Mount to get myself Bellingham and Caicedo, or Bellingham and Lavia, or Bellingham and McAllister, if I have to stomach Mount in order to guarantee two good ones, I will stomach Mason Mount. I've had to stomach Henderson for however many years. I can stomach Mason Mount. Agree that Toblerone's a shit chocolate bar. What is your favourite chocolate bar? Ooh, I love a Galaxy, I love a Galaxy. Jabi in the next few years needs to be our manager. Like I've been saying, if Klopp was to go before 2026, Ruben Amorim. If Klopp was to go on 2026, Jabi Alonso. That's how it should be. Hello, Hassam. I'd rather hashtag Hassam out, to be fair, but hey-ho. I wouldn't mind Mount for 35 to 40. That's not necessarily it's not a good deal because Mason Mount's not a good player, but it's not a bad deal per se. Alonso will be a great manager, 100%. I'm a City fan, but you have to respect Klopp. He led the team to glory many times, and it's how you pay back the guy. Yeah, I will not diminish what Jurgen Klopp achieved. Jurgen Klopp has a legacy that will not be stained really at this football club. But I also have to go for here and now. And here and now, Liverpool might need to look at moving on from Jurgen Klopp because everything that we need to change, everything that needs to be changed, I don't believe he's got the greatest skill set at it. He's got to change it. He's got to prove me wrong. And I'm going to give him the opportunity to prove me wrong next season. He's going to get that opportunity. But I don't believe he can personally. But that's just me. Against my opinion. Nice team. Don't kill me. Apart from Alisson, your team is so unlikable. I'm not saying that they're. I'm also mean the gamesmanship more than nice. I mean, Trent's a bit of a nasty person. Robertson's sly, but he's not the only one that does gamesmanship. We don't do like the what's it called? Oh, you know bed. What are they called? Tactical fouls. That's what they're called. We don't tactically foul. We don't, stop counterattacks. We don't do any of that. We're too nice on that. And we have to change that up. We are too arsed out winning the Fair Play Award. And that doesn't even get you anything now. Get you a little plaque. Whoop-de-doo. I can buy a plaque for about £5 online. I can get Fair Play Award printed on that. You almost just walk into Anfield and give them that so we can start being a bit nasty. Alonso will end up at Real. Eventually he will. But I've said with Alonso, I understand that he will end up at Real. I don't believe that managers stay at football clubs for 7 years straight as a common occurrence. In that situation, there we go. In that situation, he's not going to stay at a club for 7 years. So I would take 4 years of him, and then he moves on to Real, and then we get the next one in. That's my thing with Alonso. I don't want to miss out on Alonso. Mount was not worth it. English tax. We need English players. So you're saying that Alonso has a higher ceiling than Amorim? I think they're ceilings a similar level. I think Amorim, it's different styles of play. I think they both can achieve the same things, but I think they'll do it in different ways. Ali, oh, is this the lineup? Is it Ali, Simicast, Canate, Matip, Gomez, Milner, Hendo, Jota, Firmino, Ox, Nunes? How many changes is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 changes. Wow. Wow. Oh no, it's a Milnerson double pivot. It's a Milnerson double pivot, isn't it? Oh, it's a Milnerson double pivot. Why is he done? Oh, you know what? Fine. Oh, mate. You know what? Fine. That defense just scares the shit out of me. That right hand side scares the shit out of me because I know that Canate is going to be on the left. Whenever Canate and Matip play together, Canate is on the left. So that right hand side of our defense of Matip, Gomez, and then let's be honest, let's be real. It's going to be Ox right mid, and it's going to be Henderson right DM. That right hand side is a bit shit, and that worries me. That really, really worries me because I don't. This is the game that we had to win out of the run of games. This is the game we had to win. This was the game which we had the best chance of picking up points in, and that lineup doesn't really fill me with confidence, Jürgen. It really doesn't. Really doesn't. I don't like it. I agree with Simicas. I agree with Gomez. Van Dijk is the thing is, I don't think you can drop Trent and Van Dijk at the same time. I think it's one or the other. So I would have kept Van Dijk in. I agree with Milner. I don't agree with Henderson. I would have put Jones in. I don't agree with Ox because I don't see the point in playing a player who's not here in 3 months. I would have had Gakpo in. I have a feeling if Klopp is sacked, he'll go to Real Madrid. Maybe he will. Again, though, we can't. That's going to happen. Klopp will leave us eventually. So I'm not bothered about what he goes on and achieves elsewhere because it's not for me. And we won't miss the boat on it because it's a different environment. Xabi is destined for Madrid. Stay away, please. You'll get him eventually. At least we have a strong bench tonight. Oh, yeah, I can't wait for the 70th minute when we make all 4 subs. And it's too little, too late. So let's say Klopp signs team midfield and sends back and stays on next season. What's your standard that he needs to meet? And what would be the line if he wants them to get sacked? Yeah, we have to challenge for the league and win a trophy. That is the bare minimum expectation I have of Liverpool. Challenge for the league, win a trophy. Whatever trophy it is, I can settle for a Carabao. But I need a challenge in the Prem, a deep run in the Champions League, and a trophy. And if I want them to be sacked, if we're outside the top 4 again. Fabinho fouls problem is it? Fabinho fouls problem is it's because he mistimes them. Fabinho fouls too much too early, so it's all well and good making all these tackles early on in the game. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, woo. He then gets in card trouble inside 10 minutes and can't do it when we actually need it. Kim Min-jae's a centre-back should be a no-brainer. 40 mil, I'd be all over that. I'd be all over it. My biggest worry is the backroom staff. I'm worried whatever new players we will get, the medical staff will injure them by October. This needs more attention. Our medical staff is awful. We have like a source out thing with like recovery to like some company. I can't remember what they're called. But they have 5 football clubs under their radar. And all 5 had major injury problems this season. Not really great. Not confirmed, but usual guy seems confident, but no Gakpo is on to me. I thought Cody Gakpo had a decent game against City. I thought he'd be one of the ones to retain his spot. Maybe Jota's on the right. Maybe Gakpo's on the right. I thought that was out with the went, but no. He clearly went for a different path with it. Darwin is playing, we've won. Looks like a diamond to me. It could be a diamond. Oh, it really could be a diamond, couldn't it? Yeah, it's either a diamond or a 4-2-3-1. Hendo, Million, Fabinho. It's not even Fabinho. It's Hendo, Million, Ox. He's rolled back the years to 2017-18. That's what he's done. This midfield played for us in 2017, and we're playing it again in 2023. 7 years. 7 years of the same midfield. That is mental. That is absolutely mental. 7 years, and we've kept the same 3 midfielders. And it's not like the great midfielders. It's not like the De Bruyne levels. Mate, that is awful. Why have I just... Oh, that is awful. Since 2017, we've had the same midfield. We're in 2023. That's 6 years. Mental. This lineup will begin the fallout with the players. Hopefully. Gakpo has played a lot. He needs a rest. Rest for what? He's got 8 days coming up. Thoughts on VVD ever since Mediocrity done at the start of the season? I haven't looked at him saying that's like eating a crossover from Kendrick Perkins. Van Dijk has started to physically decline, but he hasn't adapted his game to that. So his pace is gone. Not gone completely, but it's faded. So he's not the same level of speed he was. And that level of speed is what we built our defence on. The fact that we could sit so far up, and if they played it over the top and caught out the offside trap, Van Dijk was quick enough to get back. He can't do that now. So we need to adapt our tactic, and he needs to adapt his game to sit a little bit deeper. I hope the source is wrong. I do as well, mate. I do as well. Big up yourself, NS Sports. Looks like a diamond heading up the base, Milner, and Ox on the left and right, and for me at the tip of the diamond, Jota and Darwin up front. It could be. It really could be. Big up yourself. Carlos won multiple trophies and his jobs on the line this season. Klopp won't survive at Madrid. I think they're back the project of Klopp, though. That's the thing. I think they're back the project of Klopp for a couple of years. Nunes in the front too. It is the best. If it is a diamond, it looks better. But you guys lead the draw or win. Our attack can't score to save our lives. NS, we're playing Matip and Gomez together. We're playing Ice Spice and Bambi on Ice together. You will score. You will get enough chances to score. I can't lie. Klopp must love the Premier UCL next season. We may not be in the UCL, so probably has to be the Prem. If we're not in the Champions League, I expect to win the European competition we're in. That's the best. I expect to win the European competition we're in if we don't win. If we're not in the Champions League, this is a mid-off. You can say that again. What medical staff? I'm sure we still don't have a doctor. We've got one now. I think. Hooray! It's useless versus uselessly. Big up yourself, Albert. Mate, good to see you. Klopp doesn't suit Real Madrid. He'll never get a chance. 1-0 trophy season, and Real don't have roadrunners. Jurgen Klopp would love Valverde. He'd get a good tune out of Vinicius. I agree he doesn't fit the traditional style of a Real manager, but I also think he could buy himself time. That's the thing. Tom, this match will end in a useless score. Most likely, mate. Most likely. I mean, the first game was one of the worst games I've watched this season. How will you feel when Chelsea knocked Real Madrid out the Champions League? Fresh, because I've just woken up from dreaming, I assume, because that's never happening. Remember last season when they kept saying this means more? Look at us now. Mentality monsters is what we are, apparently. Mentality monsters and all that jazz. Don't see it now. We all know that Klopp is still here because he has credit in the bank, but if he didn't have credit in the bank, at what points of the season would he have been sacked? Probably after Wolves. Nah, Klopp at Madrid wouldn't work at all. We say that, but I think there's a world where it could have done. 2020 after the game lost at Anfield, the creditless Klopp might have been sacked. That is the other one. Klopp wouldn't survive Madrid, not unlike in England. The press in Spain will hold back and will completely destroy him. That is very true. I forgot about the press. I've got an offer, Tom. We swap Mane for Salah. You take the legend Sadio Mane back at Liverpool. We take the one season one, the GA merchant Salah at Bayern. I'm going to have to politely decline that offer. Thank God Kurdish isn't here because he'd be all over that offer. But no, I'm going to decline that offer. And I'm actually, if Bayern came to us with an offer like that, I hope we blocked their number and just like for the 2 transfer window period, we just didn't do anything. Just for how disrespectful that is. But look, I will show you. We know what the team is apparently. I'll show you what I would have done today. My team, if I was in charge, in goal would have been number 1, Allison. At right back, it would have been number 2, Joe Gomez. Gomez. Right centre back would have been, by process of me not wanting to play Matip and Gomez together. No, not that one. Thank you very much. Van Dijk. Thank you. This one, I can never remember his number. He's number 5, isn't he? Can't I? Ibu. Left back would have been number 21, Costas. I think this is a game for Costas. I would have went for a double pivot personally. I would have went for. To be honest, no. You know what I would have went for? I would have went like this: Milner and Jones. Then in the 10, I would have had Bobby. Off the right, I would have had Diogo. In fact, no. Up front, I would have had Diogo because you lot know what I think Diogo Jota's best position is. I would have had Diogo up top. I would have had Gakpo on the right. So Gakpo's number 18. And on the left, I would have had Darwin Nunez, number 27. That's knowing that he was going to drop Salah. That's knowing that he was going to drop Salah. Why would I have went for this? Basically, it's all about the link ups on the wings. So Jota's a better striker at the minute. I do believe that Jota's a better striker at the minute. But when you look at how we can line up on the wide play, Tsimikas can overlap while Nunez cuts in. I don't trust Joe Gomez attacking wise. So Cody Gakpo is a much, much better creator. So Cody Gakpo could be almost a traditional winger. So you'd almost end up with something like so in possession. You'd almost end up with that. And I think that, when we're attacking, would absolutely cook. It'd absolutely cook. That looks ridiculously good. That's what I would have went for. And then, obviously, in transition, Gomez moves out, he moves out, he moves out, he tucked in, and then all of a sudden you're straight back into shape, just like that. That's what I would have went for today. But obviously, Jurgen Klopp seems to hate 3 at the back. But yeah, that's what I went for. That's how I would have set it up. What are we saying here? When Curtis said that Mane was best in Salah in 2021, there was no hope. There was no hope in winning that argument. There was no hope in winning that argument then. Mane can't stay on side. He can't outrun the Dortmund defence, my God. Sadio Mane has scored more offside goals than actual goals this season. Felipe, I will say what I said every single year we had Sadio Mane. The amount of times Sadio Mane's offside, he was probably born offside. He probably came out the womb and was offside. I wouldn't say no to swapping Mane with Salah. No Bayern fan would say no to swapping Mane with Salah. None. No chance of us beating Liverpool tonight, even less chance of us beating Real Madrid. There's no chance of us beating you. It's going to be the dead game. Doesn't it hurt your heart trying to build an 11 with the available players? This team is stinky. Oh, I'm starting Curtis Jones. That should say just how down bad we are. I'm starting Curtis Jones. TAT confirms Salah and VVD on the bench. Yippee! My manager has benched our best player. Woo! Go, Jurgen, go! Ox, Milner, Henderson starting. We're running it back to Man City in the Champions League. Woo! I think Gakpo starts now. If Ox is starting, though, Gakpo's starting instead of one of Jota, Firmino, and Nunez, which is pointless in itself. Ox, Milner, Henderson, 2023. We played this same midfield, Ox, Milner, Henderson, in 2017. In 2017. 7 years ago. 7 years ago, we played the same midfield. It's now 2023. I don't care about Orman not playing Salah on the other hand. Surely there must be a valid reason for that. God knows. Alisson, Gomez, Canate, Matip, Tsimikas, Milner, Henderson, Ox, Nunez, Firmino, Gakpo. So he's now dropped Jota. Oh, right. Let me just confirm this on Twitter. Let me go see what TAT is saying. If they've released the lineup yet. Oh, he's actually, he's actually dropped. He's dropped. He's dropped Jota. He's dropped Jota. He dropped Jota. Why has he dropped Jota? Why has he dropped Jota? Oh my god. Well, look, I'm done. I'm done, man. I'm done. I'm done. Big up yourself, Karsai. One thing I'm gonna do before we leave. One thing we're gonna do a combined 11 out of the available players for Chelsea and Liverpool because I believe that this will be a right fucking laugh. This will be a right laugh. We're gonna go 4-2-3-1. Combined 11 out of Chelsea and Liverpool players. Goalkeeper's Alisson, obviously. Right back. I don't know what number he is. I'm crap at numbers, but it's Reece James. I think he's 21. Canate, and because Thiago Silva was injured, Badiashile. I quite like Badiashile. Left back, Chilwell. Is it? No, yes, it's Chilwell or Robertson. They're both a bit mid. They're both just a bit mid this season. And this is based off this season, by the way, not like on form and everything. This is based on this season. Midfield wise, wow. Bajic. And in fact, I'm going to go 4-3-3 because there's three midfielders that I can think of. Thiago, we're going to have to put Bajcetic in the 6. Thiago. Oh, this is so mid. Who am I going for right centre mid? Enzo, Kovacic, Elliot. Like that's the level that we're thinking. Enzo, Kovacic, or Elliot. I'm gonna go for whichever one out of Enzo or Kovacic. I think Enzo's been better, but you know, Kovacic has been there for a bit longer and everything. Right wing, obviously Salah. Left wing, obviously Nunes, and striker Firmino. Off this season, that's the combined 11. That is awful. That is god awful. That is god awful. How many Liverpool players are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8. With Chelsea, there's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. This game is going to be dead, man. So dead. I really believe Chelsea will knock Real Madrid out. I'm seriously considering putting money on it. I don't think they will. I really don't think they will. Klopp is a criminal. I don't think I'll ever understand this Salah thing, but hey ho. I'm making a list of different players we need. Right back, DM, centre mid, right wing. I know what I would do for this transfer window. I'll probably do a separate stream on it, but I know what I would do. But yeah, I'm gonna love yous. I'm gonna leave yous. If you knew me not already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. So you know you can find me for the next stream, which will be the match reaction tomorrow, because a match reaction will be fun for this one. Catch me on the terrace straight after the game, and then on Big Six Bants at like 11:30. And right now, Jerry James, big ups my guy Jerry James, and G are live on Jerry James' channel doing a preview for this game. So if you need to preview any more of this game, go check out their channel, Jerry James Show. Go watch their preview. Meanwhile, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna get myself ready to watch Milnerson and Ox like it's 2017. Woo. Love yous, leave yous. In a bit.